YouTubers. Okay, last year, 2009, maybe in July, I think it was July, maybe the beginning of August, I was really struggling majorly with fear. I think it was just the current president, all of his policies, and I was scared. So I sought out a guy in our church who studies prophecy, and I just told him I'm scared. Help me, pray with me. And so he did. He prayed over our family, and then he gave me some Harry Stone. He's a prophecy evangelist. He gave me some information from him, and he lent me some DVDs. So I watched them, and as I was watching Perry prove the Pre-Trib Rapture, I just felt this incredible peace. This peace just came over me. And I would say maybe 2 weeks, and I still had some fear, but I felt better about it. I would say maybe 2 weeks after that is when I had my first rapture dream. And what happened is we had, there was a loud bang, and then there was a bright light. And when we shot to the ceiling, it was me and my parents. And I have an unsaved loved one who was wandering around beneath us, and he didn't seem to even know what was going on. He seemed completely oblivious to it. And anyway, it just seemed like we were waiting for something, and I had the impression in my head that it was probably the dead in Christ. Just something just kind of clicked, like that's what it is. And then it flashed forward after that, and we were traveling, not up, but we were traveling sideways. And we were with Jesus, and I didn't get to see his face, but it was a bright light, and I just knew it was him. And as I would ask him questions, he would answer them. Actually, before I asked him questions, it was all by thought. I didn't speak anything, but as soon as I asked him, he answered them. And now, I couldn't even tell you what I asked or what he answered. I wish I did. I wish I knew. And at one point, I must have wished I was in a car, because like that, we were in a car. I was in a car with Jesus. And after that, I woke up. And when I woke up, though, it had been so real, so vivid, like I was actually there, that I was shaking. And I didn't want to wake up my husband, and so I was shaking. And I was crying, because I just thought of my loved one who wasn't there and didn't seem to even know what was going on. And I felt this really strong impression to tell them. And so I did. And so I did my part. I don't know how it was perceived. Don't know what they did with it, but I did. I told them. So then this year, which is 2010, I had what was explained to me as a new earth dream. And in that, I was with my parents again, and we were like in a vacation home. Nothing familiar about it. We were by the water, because I remember boats, and I remember sort of like these buildings off to the distance, like maybe a hotel. And there was a big window, and there was this moon, and there were these stars. And what's weird though is there was the moon that was like this, and then there was the crescent moon with 3 stars, I think. And I immediately recognized it as the Muslim symbol. It just clicked in my head, and that's weird. And as I watched, the stars fell like shooting stars. So they were just like whizzing past us, past the window. And then there was this glow that started coming in front of this big window, and it was huge. It was gorgeous. It was bright blues and bright greens. And at that time, I thought it was just the earth. I was later told it was the new earth, because it was just huge, just beautiful. And it came in front, and for some reason, my mom and I thought it was the rapture. And so we started crying and hugging, and we were kneeling down in front of the window, and just very excited that the rapture was going to happen. But I remember that burden again for our loved ones. And so that made it kind of bittersweet. And then it should have been really fast, because it felt like it was fast, but the earth just went up. It was just like being pulled up. And and I don't know if that was the rapture or if that was just the end of the dream, because I did wake up after that. And then maybe 2 weeks after that, I had another New Earth dream. Now this time I knew it was the New Earth because we were in a room. I was in a room with the kids. It was not any room that I recognized, but it was our bed, which is weird. We were watching TV together, and I caught a flash of blue and green. It was just coming into the window, and just something just clicked in my head. That's that New Earth I saw. And I jumped off the bed with my daughter, and I said, "Look!" I was all excited about it. And she watched for a little bit.